right, welcome to Your Time, Your Money, the show where your time is just as valuable as your money, and we know that. We thank you so much for tuning in today. We got a nice burst session today. I thought it would be a good topic at this time.
Yeah, absolutely, Mark. I think, especially where things are right now with interest rates, I think talking about bank CDs is critical. People need to know that a lot of money has been flowing to bank CDs and CDs just in general. So we wanted to make sure we laid it out for people and have a plan for the fixed income and the fixed side of things. So, that's what we're going to kind of talk about today. We'll keep it short and sweet, and hopefully our listeners like it.
Yeah, in a short session, we want to talk about laddering a bank CD and how to do it.
Love it.
And what it means, because a lot of people hear about it or never have even given it thought.
Right.
So I have some props today that we're going to use
Nice.
just to kind of illustrate laddering a bank CD, right? So if you're looking at some type of I want to say shorter term investment,
Right.
And you don't want to tie your money up for, say, more than a year.
Right, 12 months or less.
But, the fear of a bank CD is people don't want to pay a penalty to break it, even though it's not that big of a penalty, but they don't want to break a CD, and pay that penalty. So there's some different ways that you can invest in a bank CD, right? You can look at a 5-year CD and decide I'm going to tie my money up for 5 years and invest in that product. Or you can ladder CDs, which are a great way to kind of keep some liquidity to the money, know that you're only a couple days, maybe a couple months out of money coming due without penalty.
So if I have like $300,000, I don't want to buy all a 5-year CD. I can buy a 1 year and a 2 year.
Yeah,
and
especially
a 3 year.
in a rising interest rate environment, you might want to get a little better rate every so often as rates increase.
Yeah.
Right. So the thought behind a laddering approach, right, is to your example. Let's say you have $200,000.
Sure.
Right. You would go and you would initially start with buying 4 CDs. Right.
Gotcha.
So you would take that money, and I'm going to illustrate here for our viewers on like YouTube and stuff like that so they can see. We're going to have 4 separate CDs, right? So to speak, cups that are set aside to money.
So 50,000 each.
So we're going to do 50,000 in each, right? Now the first one we're going to do is a 3-month.
Okay.
Right, so arguably we can get a pretty decent rate where rates are right now.
Right now, maybe 3.5%, 4%, something like that.
But at the end of 3 months, there might be a higher rate on the market.
Right, because interest rates are going up.
Yep.
Gotcha.
At the same time, we're going to buy a 6-month CD,
Got it.
a 9-month CD,
Okay.
and a 1-year CD.
Right, and these dates can range. This could be 6, 12, 18, 24.
Yep.
It could be 6, 3, or 3, 6, 9, 12, right?
Yeah, and they could be years.
They could be years, and the values could be different too.
Correct.
Okay, cool.
But from a laddering point, we'll just work through a 1-year
Cycle.
kind of ladder, so to speak, right? So we're going to put 50,000 in each.
Got it.
So now, once you've established your CD, it's a pretty simple concept.
Yeah.
Is we're just going to, at the end of the
3
3-month
months,
CD,
right.
we're going to take that money, and what are we going to buy? We're going to buy another 1-year CD.
Yeah, 12 month, which means that how much time is left on this one?
3 months.
Exactly.
So at any period of time, worst case scenario, you need to get to some of your money. A quarter of your money is due without penalty.
Right.
Within 89 days, right? Worst case scenario, you just lock in a new one and you're
Car
89
explodes, you need a roof,
days away
right,
from getting money with it. Or if you do have to break it, you're not paying the penalty on the whole amount.
Right. You're only paying it on
Only
half.
on the bucket that you're going to liquidate from.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. And, I'm going to go one level deeper for you, is a lot of people think they're under the impression that they can only buy CDs at their local bank. And the truth is that there's a world of CDs out there that you can buy nationally if you work with a great advisor, right?
Yep, through a brokerage account.
Yeah. I mean,
not only that, but very few people are aware that not only do you have the primary market, right, through the bank of a CD.
yeah.
But advisors also have a secondary market.
Where you can buy CDs from someone that maybe wants to get rid of their CD.
Yeah. So, for instance, you could buy a CD that was issued, a 5-year CD that was issued 2.5 years ago.
There you go.
And what you're buying is the remainder of the 2.5 years on that CD.
Because somebody out there wants to sell it. Somebody out there needs their money, right? This is a deep thought because a lot of people don't understand this. So there's this first level, guys, right, where you can just go buy a CD. But then there's a second level. Ready? Can I get rid of these?
Yeah.
Let me get rid of these. Here's the second level. Let's play it out. I bought this CD, 5-year CD, 2.5 years ago. Something happened in my life, and now I tell my advisor or my bank or whoever's doing it, hey, I want to sell this CD. I don't want it anymore.
And the remaining interest due on it.
Correct. And now along comes Mark.
Yep. And I say, hey, you know what? I want the rate of a 5-year.
Right.
But I don't want the commitment to 5 years.
I only want to do 2.5.
So what am I going to do? I'm going to pay you a proportionate amount of your principal and a proportionate amount of the interest that you've incurred.
Yep.
right? And I'm going to take that from you and now get the other 2.5 years.
And I get my money back.
to
Thank you very
completion.
much.
So it's still the same CD.
Yep.
But I just bought it on the secondary market.
And right now, and think about it like this, guys, for the people out there, the people that bought CDs 5 years ago, interest rates were the lowest they've ever been, right? I mean, maybe 4 years ago. But I mean, this CD right now might only be yielding 1%. Right. And so the person that's holding this, they want to, what do they want to do? They want to go buy a new one that's yielding 5.
Yep.
Right. So that's why looking sometimes in the secondary market makes it a lot more lucrative, because this person might be willing to sell their CD at discount. Right. They might say, hey,
Make it
I
more
want to
attractive.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I'm going to sell this for a little bit less than I bought it for. Maybe I'll take a $10,000 hit, knowing that I can go do something else with that money and get way more. Now, I want to segue one other piece here. Treasury Direct has a great program where you can buy I bonds, right, or double E bonds. And, and again, no recommendation here, but you should look into it with your advisor if you don't have one, about buying I bonds or double E bonds if it makes sense for your portfolio.
Yeah, we'll do a whole other.
We'll do a whole other
on that.
episode, but
purpose today,
Yeah.
explain that there are different ways to buy CDs. Maybe
Absolutely.
some creative approaches to buying a CD.
Yeah.
A lot of people have never heard of or just vaguely heard of laddering a CD. So hopefully that gives them a clear understanding of it.
Well, especially where the market is right now. If you have a huge IRA or if you have a huge non-qualified account, what do I do with it? How do I protect it? Well, the old school thought was buy bonds, right? Or I can buy an annuity, right? Maybe. But now I'm locked in for 7 years.
Yeah, and some short-term rates on CDs are getting fairly attractive now.
Oh yeah, there's a ton of good stuff out there.
And if you're going to park your money somewhere just for a short period of time, plan on using it, CDs are a great option. You just have to make sure that they match in your plan.
Yeah, they got to match with what the rest of your plan has to offer.
Exactly. So as always, it's your time.
And your money.
And you can find the Esley Group at 43 British American Boulevard, Latham, New York. 844-444-YTYM for your time, your money. Like and subscribe. We're always looking for new subscribers. And if you have topics, feel free to send them in to us. We'd be happy to cover them, and keep your feedback coming. We appreciate it. Your time,
Your money.